This is the video I never wanted to make. Uh, I'm very close to losing my Topstep Live account. I think I have like 1.5 trades left. And the reason I'm making this video is number one, I want to document this low point in my trading career. And number two, I know I didn't lose it yet, and I shouldn't give up until I actually lose it. But since it was the last trading day of this month, I thought a video where I just look back on this month would be good to do. So I hit my personal daily loss limit today. We can just go over what happened quickly. Uh, so today I pretty much got a fake out on both sides, and that is probably the weakest part of my strategy when this happens. I went long here and then basically got stopped out. And then I thought this bearish candle was strong enough that I entered on a reverse trade, but then I got stopped out on the other side as well. So the price was basically just sweeping this almost equal lows, only to go back up. And it is what it is. That puts my PNL this week to, oh god, that's ugly. $1,174.80 in the red. And with that, obviously October was a bad month for me, especially when I'm about to lose my live account. And rather than hoping for like a miracle or gamble whatever I've left, or just ignore what's happening, I would rather face it head on and kind of think about my mistakes from this experience, and the lessons I've learned and my plans going forward. Let me just start off saying I think overall, from the very first time I bought an eval on Topstep to where I'm right now, it was a positive and fulfilling experience. First of all, probably the most important aspect is that I made money overall from the payouts, even after you subtract all of the evals I bought. I mean, I got into the 5K club. Now, it's not life-changing money or even enough for a decent living, but I got to learn a new skill for free pretty much, and even got paid a little doing so. And I should be proud of that. So I know I got something positive out of this experience, and it wasn't a complete waste of my time, even if I lose my live account. If I had to kind of think about my mistakes, I mentioned this part on my first video back, but I was definitely over leveraged. As soon as I got my live account, I just did not have enough buffer on my balance. But I just decided to go full port 5 contracts. I just got overconfident when I got the live account, that I just figured all this out, that I made it somehow. So when I went 5 contracts and then started losing a bunch right away with no deleveraging plan, I just lost too much. And when I actually did make the change to my process and try to deleverage to 1 contract, it was too late. And I didn't leave enough buffer even for 1 contract. And here I am about to lose my live account. And I think that leads into my next mistake. I just got impatient. I started off at 1 eval on Topstep back in early 2024. I passed it. Well, it's not like I passed it on my first try, but after finding my strategy and being consistent with it, I eventually passed it. Just like all of you guys probably passed it after a few tries, right? Just 1 eval. And then with my one XFA account, I started another eval, just one at a time, and then eventually grew that to 5 XFAs. And then I was taking modest payouts here and there. It was just a small reward for myself for my time, and then gave me kind of the confidence and confirmation that I have something here. And that whole process took me about a year. But as soon as I got live, I'm not sure what I was thinking, but I thought now was the time to make life changing money. I mean, I spent a year doing this, right? So I thought I was ready. But as we all know, that wasn't the case. So not only was I over leveraged, but my expectations got warped. I started doing the math in my head like, okay, if I trade 5 contracts and then I can expect this to make this much a month, I can start thinking about doing this and that. And I just got ahead of myself. I feel like I lost the trader in me who was fine with one eval or one XFA, and that trader that was careful about not risking too much. One eval or one XFA at a time. So I just need to stop rushing. I just need to stop being impatient about my progress and my results. I trust in my process, not only my strategy, but my thought and mental process. Also, my ability to look for the silver lining in every situation, like the one in right now. And I think another mistake I made is planning your future based on your past results. This is the classic saying, past results do not guarantee future performance, right? And ever since I got my live account, I would do this stupid math in my head like, okay, since I made like $500 this week, I can expect to make $2,000 a month, and then that's 24,000 a year. Okay, so if I increase my contract size to this, I can make this amount of money. And this was just a bad exercise because the market doesn't owe you a certain amount of money every week or every month. It's mostly random. You're just trying to catch the wave at the right moment and get out before you get swept by the ocean. Sometimes you get tiny waves, sometimes you get the tsunamis, depending on the market condition. I feel like I need to be even more mindful about not expecting certain outcomes in the future. I need to be more focused on following my strategy and just accepting, not expecting, the long term outcomes. That's how I got started in the beginning. Back then, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what was possible. But just showing up daily, learning, putting up modest gains, not expecting huge wins, and also not tilting as well. And I feel like all of this combined is what got me to this point. It's almost like you get a little taste of success and it just like corrupts your mind and just greed creeps in. Well, with that said, I think some changes have to be made. So if I do end up losing this live account, I do have one XFA pass before I got moved to live, and I'll be ready to use that. And it'll be back to the beginning for me. My plan is to grow that one XFA slow and steady, going back to my original mindset of like no need to rush, and then just start one eval every 2 weeks, just so I can spread out the risk again alongside it. I don't know if I'll make it to 5 XFAs again, since now it's so much easier to get moved to live, but nothing should change for me other than little hit to my ego that I lost my live account. Like, boohoo, like so sad, right? My per dia account is still alive with plenty of buffer, so nothing changes there. I'm gonna keep sticking to my strategy, and let's do this. This will be a small setback in the grand scheme of things, but I hope you guys can learn from my mistakes in your trading. And I also understand it's hard not to be over leveraged and be impatient when it comes to your trading. Especially all you see in your feed on social media is people making 6 figures or 5 figures every day. And you're just sitting there supposed to be happy with making 100 a day. But have patience. Look what happened to me if I got impatient. Have enough buffer to weather the losing streaks or just something going wrong, like all the technical glitches or my orders not getting filled. You gotta account for all those going wrong and learn everything you need to learn about trading and slow down. The market will always be there. And I paid for an expensive lesson because I got greedy and I got impatient. Again, guys, this video was a video I never wanted to make, but rather than hiding it or holding it in by myself, I hope there's some value in the here for you guys that help with your trading. I'll be fine. Like I said, I already have a plan if I do lose this account, and I'll bounce back. I know I will. Thank you guys for listening. Give this video a like if you liked it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to follow my journey of this epic comeback if I ever happen to make it. I mean, we'll see if that ever happens. I'll see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. This has been Red, signing out. Peace.